What's up, everybody? It's Kellen Nitro for Nitromaniac TV's wrestling channel, and here are my predictions going into tonight and tomorrow night's big Superstar Shake Up. First off, I'm one of the few that does not see Daniel Bryan leaving SmackDown. I think SmackDown is a perfect fit for Daniel Bryan. I think the possibility of having an AJ versus Daniel Bryan match for the WWE Championship at a SummerSlam or a Survivor Series, especially with the dead period of the year in the fall after SummerSlam, when it's notoriously hard for buy rates and ratings and that stuff to pop, is too tempting for WWE. So I think Daniel Bryan will stay on SmackDown, so I don't see him moving at all over the next couple of days. I'm also in the minority that sees Roman Reigns remaining on Monday Night Raw. They're bound to give Roman another Universal title shot later on down the line, whether that's against Brock Lesnar or whoever the Universal title champion is. If Roman does not win the Universal title from Lesnar at this Greatest Royal Rumble thing coming up at the end of the month, I think they're too tempted to try that again for sure this year. I think that they want to do a trilogy of matches perhaps this year with WrestleMania, Greatest Royal Rumble, maybe the third one at a SummerSlam or a Money in the Bank or somewhere along that lines. Keep Roman on Raw, have him feud with Samoa Joe, have him feud with whoever comes in off of the second show. If it's a Jinder Mahal, maybe you have him feud with him going in. So I don't see Roman moving at all. However, I am in the majority that sees Becky Lynch going from SmackDown to Raw. Asuka going from Raw to SmackDown to challenge Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's title prior to WrestleMania kind of necessitates a move that a big-name women's star should go back the other way. I think Becky Lynch has run her course on SmackDown. I think that the temptation to have a rematch with Alexa Bliss on Raw brand shows, well, I guess it would be just Raw brand, the Raw brand half of these pay-per-views now, I guess would be the best way to put it, since we're getting dual branded pay-per-views now all of a sudden, is too tempting for creative. And I think there's some good pairings on the Raw side with Becky Lynch. She doesn't even have to turn heel at all. I think she can stay face for even a while to go against the Mickie James, the Alexa Blisses of Monday Night Raw as well, and have good and successful runs with each. So, and a heel Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch would be fantastic as well. So I see Becky Lynch coming over from SmackDown to Raw. I also predicted that there will be no new NXT call-ups. I think we've seen our share of NXT call-ups last week. I think it's just a matter of what show they end up on. What happens with all of them is beyond my realm of comprehension right now at this point, because we've seen them on Raw, we've seen them on SmackDown. I think where they were last week is where they'll remain, but it remains to be seen. I also still don't like what they've done with AOP with, I guess, them ditching Paul Ellering, but we'll wait and see what happens. Yeah, still kind of a sore spot with me. I kind of like AOP with Paul. Okay, later days and happy wrestling watching, guys. Enjoy the Superstar Shake Up and come back here when it's done. I'm sure I'll have a Nitro's take on it all after all the dust settles and all the roster moves are complete.